let me tell you, data has become the largest corporate asset. Corporates are investing huge amount of money in securing data, storing data, querying on data. Okay, and this content, what they say, has become an next asset of an organization. And IT Act is sufficiently guarding this. Whoever actually is engaged in storing, controlling, transmitting data, they come under a section called Section 43A of IT Act. Okay, and there are stringent compensation provisions made there. The data is lost, then what could be the compensations has been discussed there, and that could be it has been strictly mandating that companies should follow reasonable security practices. And with this IT rules, reasonable security practices, what it should be is also defined. Okay, so that way we are up to it. It is, see, major organizations, major people are not aware of this legislation. So people feel they have data privacy law, we don't have data privacy law. But our act is called, the name is different. And what is there in the naming? The content does matter. All these laws are made because we are signatory to this unilateral agreement. This countries are signatory to, and these laws are made on the model law which unilateral has been made, and we have made amendments to the act, and it made it stringent. Okay, the law is stringent, but the implementation is poor. That's the story as of now. But as the awareness increases, the implementation would become more stronger and stronger. And we can say as of now, we may be at par with these laws available outside. Data theft cases, if you give me an array, like a quarterly, we at least handle around 45 to 50 cases. Okay, so that high it is. Okay, we came across just a large IT company. This is a very recent case, 3-4 days before. A large IT company where the employee was found forwarding all his BlackBerry emails to Gmail account, and likewise compromising the whole data across him. Then we came across an insurance company who was where the senior management guy was siphoning off very critical data about the policies and related stuff. Then we had couple of cases on telecom companies where customer data, again client data, as well as HR related data, because there's a lot of competition there, so was under theft, and it was causing wrongful loss to these organizations. And then the last, I would have to say, banking, which where the highest amount of data theft happens, highest amount of frauds, what we investigate, credit card, online banking frauds in the banking fraternity. Okay, and many a times it's an insider job. Yesterday I got a case. He is actually a German distributor of Bolt and some chemical. The wildest of dream, we handle such kind of cases also. Okay, so hospitals are new to us. Now we get hotels. There's crimes to different kinds of hotels. So steel. This is one guy we got. Is a steel importer, just a steel importer. But data theft was committed on him by an employee who joined a German company, and he took all the client data. He's a clearing and forwarding agent for steel, and because the data was gone to an competing steel company, he started calling his clients, and his business started going down. So that became a cybercrime case.